of our mats. And just standing with your feet slightly separated, hip distance apart. Just let your arms relax beside you. Maybe just roll the shoulders back and around a few times. Maybe just turn gently from side to side. And then center yourself. And just lift your toes up, lift your heels up, wiggle your toes out, and then spread them onto the mat underneath you. And allow your gaze to soften, perhaps allow your eyelids to close. And taking just a few moments before we start moving to connect into your space. To feel your breath. Notice the soles of your feet connecting to the ground. Feeling your head gently lifting upwards. And allowing your joints to soften and create as much space for yourself inside your body that you need. Let all the frown lines and worry lines disappear. Softening around the jaw, your tongue, your lips. Softening across your forehead. And taking one deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh. Blinking your eyes open. We're going to start with a roll down. So take a breath in and grow a little taller. Exhale as you nod your chin. And just coming halfway down, just until your hands are hanging in front of your knees. And then stay there for a moment, feeling the curve of your spine. Noticing where you're feeling that little bit of a stretch. And then take your hands, placing them just above your knees, so you're holding onto your legs. And then start lengthening your spine. So as you reach your tail out, you reach forward through the crown of your head, and then round your spine again. Feel your belly pulling towards your spine and tucking your chin in. And again, lengthen the spine. So you've got to use the abdominals to support yourself, but it's nice having your hands on your knees. Keep moving, because your arms can give your back that little bit of extra support. And as you start moving your spine, you might notice that it starts to loosen up, and you might be able to increase your range. So as you lengthen, maybe you can even go a little bit towards extension of the spine. So we're not going to force it, just feel out the movement on your body. Let's just do one more. Make sure that you're standing evenly on your feet. You've got your toes and heels grounded. Now round your spine and stay, and then let your hands go. Take another breath. Go down to the floor this time. So now you're going to fold over from the crease of your hip. And just pause there. Notice how the stretch has shifted towards the back of your legs. Relax your neck. Take a breath. And then exhale. Start rolling back up into standing. Using abdominals as you come all the way up. Just let your head settle on top. Roll the shoulders back and around a few times. And allowing your arms to settle. And now you're going to reach both arms forward, just in line with the shoulders. And then bringing the arms down. And again, breathe in. And exhale. 2 more times, just like this. Inhale, energy through fingertips. And release 1 more time. The elbows and the wrists are nice and straight. And exhale and release. Stay here. We're going to do another roll down. Take a breath in. Exhale, nod your chin. Start peeling forward through the spine. And now this time, let's go a little little bit lower. So now you're going to bring your hands just to the middle of your shins and stay there. Pause for a moment, keeping the knees soft, standing easy. Place your hands to the middle of your shins and hold on. Let's start going into that extension of the spine, the lengthening again. And then rounding the spine. Feel the tuck of the tailbone, the lift of the belly, and the tuck of the chin. And again, lengthening the spine. Now you can move at your own pace. You don't have to go at the same rhythm that I am. You don't have to go into the same range of movement that I am either. You might be a little bit more flexible and you can have a bigger movement. You might be a little bit tighter and you have smaller movement. The important thing is that you connect your breath to your rounding and lengthening of the spine. Let's do one more time. And round the spine. Now hold it there. Connect your belly. Let your arms hang heavy. Take another breath. Go down to the floor so you fold over from the crease of the hip. Stay for a moment. Notice how it feels. Take a breath in. And then exhale. Up you come. Abdominals engaging. Feel the back of your body supporting you as you come all the way up. Once again, just roll the shoulders around. Focus your gaze. Make sure that you have your balance. And now, as you bring your arms forward, let's bend the knees and go into a lovely deep squat. And then lifting all the way up. Good. And again. And by the way, if you see some fingertips coming into the screen, it's just Janita. And coming all the way up. And reach. And press. So you can feel that the abdominals are supporting you. Your arms are helping you counterbalance. And you want to feel that your knees are going forward over the front toes. One more. And coming all the way up. Pause here. Take a breath in. We're going to our third roll down. Nod your chin. Just allow your spine to roll forward. Now this time we're going to go all the way down. Go all the way down. Bend your knees if you need to, because I need you to put your fingertips onto the ground and just pause there for a moment. Let's start lengthening the spine. Keep your fingertips on the ground and then rounding your spine over. And again, lengthen, reach the tail out and reach through your crown and round. You can have the knees bent if you need to. You can challenge yourself by straightening the legs. One more time. Lengthen the spine and fold over, and now relax there. Pause for a moment, take a breath in, and then exhale, roll back up into standing, using abdominals, coming all the way up, lifting eye line, and once again just rolling the shoulders back and around. And then allowing them to settle. Coming into that squat. Bending the knees, reaching the arms forward, and then pressing up, pushing into the heels of the feet. And again, reach. And pressing up. Now we're going to do two more like this. Reach. Keeping the heart lifted, shoulders away from the ears. And now we're going to stay here and hold. You're going to lower the right arm, reaching it back, and bringing the arm forward and stop. Left arm, reach, and forward. Two more times, keeping the weight even on the heels and on the toes. Last one, and hold. Now, can you lift both arms up a little bit? Up a little bit, up a little bit, take a breath in, and then exhale all the way upright. and you stay. Take an inhale, exhale, nod your chin, and we're just going to let our bodies relax over, finding the weight of your crown, finding the weight of your hands, and over you go. Now place your fingertips to the ground, bend both your knees, and then straighten up as much as you can. Find the release along the back leg. Bending the knees, and stretch. One more time, bending the knees, and stretch. Now bend your knees enough that you can shift your body weight to the left leg and pick up the right foot. And we're just balancing here. Core connection. Hands are helping you balance. Feel the left foot to the ground. Now bend the left knee and take a nice big step back with that right leg and hold it there. You're going to lower that knee to the ground and then lift it up again. Lower the knee to the ground. Now, if you need to put a pad underneath that right knee, you've got a pretty good idea of where you need to place it. Lower your knee to the ground, stay there, relax the foot out, and now put your right hand flat to the ground or on your fingertips or on a block if you need, and then put your left hand to your knee. Lengthen your spine and start creating a little bit of a twist with your body. Reaching, lengthening through the crown of your head. You can stay here, or you could reach that left hand up. Stay in here for 3 breaths in and out. One more time. And release. Bringing both hands down, go onto the tips of your fingers and line up your fingers with that front heel. Let's just move a little bit backwards and a little bit forwards. It doesn't matter if you can straighten the front leg or not. Just connecting that movement into your breath and focus on lengthening through the spine. Feel the energy through your crown. One more time. And forward you come and hold it. And now, tuck the back toes under, lifting up that back knee, walking your hands just a little bit forward. You're going to bend the back knee and do a little kick. And down, little kick. So you want to feel that you're almost standing on the front leg for a second. And now, kick off and balance. Balance. Use your hands, connect your core, and then stand. The right foot down, lining up your toes, and relaxing your body over. Take a breath in, roll up into standing. Abdominals connecting, and lifting all the way up and tall. Rolling the shoulders back and around. And ready to come into a lovely deep squat. And we go. And press up. Finding the tracking of the knees in line with the second toe. Energy through fingertips and lower abs engaged. One more. Reach forward. Stay here. Now this time the left arm pulls back first. Pull it back. And reach. Right arm. And reach. Left arm. Beautiful work, guys. One more time. And now reach, hold it. Can you stay seated and just lift the arms up a little bit. Take a breath in. And exhale, upright you come. And allow the arms to float. All good? Take a breath in, nod your chin, and allow your body to fold all the way over. Placing fingertips to the ground, bending and straightening the knees a few times. You might want to bend and straighten one knee at a time if that feels good for you. And now, Soften the knees, connect the fingertips, shift your body weight to the right leg, and pick up the left leg and balance. We're just going to stay here. This is about core connection. Fingertips are there to help you. Your right foot is rooting. Bend the right knee a little bit more and then spin that left leg all the way back into a nice long lunge. And now lower the knee and lift the knee. So when you lower the knee, it's a very light touch, and it kind of gives you an idea of where to put the pillow if you need some extra padding. One more time, lower the knee down, hold it there, relax the back foot out, put your left hand flat to the ground or up on your fingertips, right hand to the outside of the knee, and then help yourself, guide yourself into a gentle twist. And then, would you like to reach the right hand up? Energy through the fingertips. 3 breaths in and out. Beautiful. Stay with your breath. And then release. Putting your fingertips on the ground, just in line with the heel of the foot. And let's slide backwards and forwards. Keeping that long spine. Stay with your breath. Feel the abdominals just offering you enough support so that you can move. One more time. Come forward, hold it, tuck the back toes under, lift up your knee, move your hands forward, balance yourself, and you're going to bend the back knee and do a little bounce. And again. One more time, and now this time, enough of a bounce that you can stand on the right leg and balance again. Stay here, core connection. Place your left foot down, big toes are in line with each other, and relax over. Take a breath in, and exhale, unravel your spine. Coming all the way up. And lifting nice and tall. Take a moment to settle yourself. Ready for the next set of squats. Bending the knees as we reach. And up. 3 more. Beautiful. Very nice alignment. Lower belly. 1 more. Hold it here. Bring the hands together so that they're touching, and you're going to bring both hands down to the right knee, to the outside, and bring them back to the front. And both hands to the left leg, and to the front. Keeping your knees forward, you can allow your chest to turn. 1 more time. Slice the air, and reach, separate the hands. Hold it just for a moment and pressing all the way up. Stay where you are. Take a breath in. Exhale, nod the chin and let your body fold over. Let's come all the way down towards the ground. Bend your knees if you need to. Fingertips touch the floor. And then lengthen your spine, just like we did in our warm-up with the cat stretch standing. And then roll down, fold over, and put both hands flat to the ground. Move your body weight to your left leg. You can go on your fingertips if you need, by the way. Pick up that right leg, and you're going to balance. Send that leg all the way back, and hold it there. Now listen, you're going to keep your leg lifted this time. Put it down if you need. Move your right hand next to the left foot. Put your left hand to your knee, and then help yourself into a little bit of a twist. Hold it here. Pause for a moment, and can you feel the line of energy through the crown of your head and backwards through your right heel? Stand on your left foot, and if you can, you reach the left hand up. Stay there. Breathe. Rooting into your feet. lengthening through the crown, energy through your hands, and then release, placing your fingertips to the ground. And now let's see if we can straighten the front leg from here. Maybe it straightens, maybe it doesn't. As long as you can feel that you are lengthening your spine and moving with your breath. One more time. And bending the front knee. Move your hands a little bit forward. Bend the back knee and we kick. And kick. One more. And now kick forward and balance. Oh guys, I'm going to be so mean right now. Stay here. Can you go up onto the tips of your fingers? Say hello to your left bum. Say hello to your abs. Maybe you can even pick your hands up for a second. Put them down. Step the right foot in line with the left foot. Relax over. Take a breath in. Exhale, roll up into standing. Coming all the way up. Pause here for a moment. Are you ready to add on to those little squats that we had? And bending the knees, reach. And up. 3 more. And guys, you don't have to go very deep here. If you've got any knee issues or back issues, this is fine. Figure out your range. 1 more and hold it. Bring the hands together. Bring your hands to your right leg. Pause for a moment and then open the right hand up. Come back and reach the hands forward. Over to the left knee. Hold it. Lift the left hand up. Come back to center and reach 1 more time each side. Last one. Use the abdominals. Protect your spine. Come center. Separate the hands and come all the way up. Well done. Take a breath in. Exhale, nod your chin. And just let yourself fold over. Coming all the way down. Fingertips touch the ground. Lengthen your spine, just like we did in our warm-up. And then roll over. And if you can, you put your hands flat or you go onto fingertips. Move your body weight to your right leg. Stand on the right leg as you pick up the left leg. And then stretch all the way back. Put your left hand next to the right foot. Right hand to knee. Help yourself into that little twist. And if you can, reaching the hand up. Find all the opposition in your body, the pushes, the pulls, the reaches, the lengthening. Take a breath in and release. Go onto your fingertips beside the heel and let's move backwards and forwards. And release. One more time. And now, walking the fingertips to the front of the mat. Do a little push. Do a little push. One more. And now, stand on that front foot. Hold it. Give yourself a challenge. Can you go onto the tips of your fingers? Bum. Abs. How about picking up the hands? You can put them down again. Stand both feet to the ground. Take a breath and fold over. Relax. And then unravel your spine. Coming all the way up into standing. Shoulders relax. Rolling the shoulders back. And I promise this is our last set of squats. Super promise. Here we go. Bending the knees. And focus on the movement coming from the base of the pelvis as you come upright. 2 more. And one more time. Reach, bring the hands together. Now we make a smooth movement. We sweep. And forward. And forward. Use your abs. If there's any discomfort in your back, modify what you need. Last one. And reach, hold it. Go over and placing the fingertips to the ground. Lengthen your spine. Think of that lengthening that we did in the warm-up. And then fold over, placing the hands. I want you to stand on the left leg. Take a big step back with the right leg. And now push into your hands and step the left leg back. And you are in a plank position. Reaching forward through the crown of your head. Squeezing your thigh muscles. As you breathe, you feel the flattening of the abdominals. Bringing one knee in. Bringing the other knee in. Stay here for a moment. Turn your hands so that your fingers point backwards towards you. And come in for a bit of a wrist release, a carpal tunnel release. So remember that you have the option to move your body weight forward to make it easier, to move your body weight backwards to make it a little bit more challenging. Or what I like to do is that little bit of a rocking action here. Few more moments to breathe. And then bring your shoulders a little bit past your wrists. And then rotate your fingers back towards the front. Stay here for a moment. And I want you to close your eyes. Notice the pressure on your hands and wrists and make any adjustments that you need so that it feels comfortable for you. And then open your eyes, keeping that length of your spine. Slide the right leg back. Keep your pelvis and your shoulders level. And then pick up your leg without collapsing into the lumbar spine. Round your spine and bring your knee to nose. Lengthen your spine, reach back through the foot. And again, round the spine, lift the belly. And lengthen. Taking two more. So we're moving from a neutral spine and a neutral pelvis into a rounded flexed spine and a tucked pelvis. Last one. And lengthen back, hold it. Bring that right knee back to the floor. Reach the right hand out to the side and coming into a thread the needle. Remember to give yourself support under the head and shoulders as you need. And then just stay here. Remember that you can move your left hand if you want. You can either put it into your back or slide it forward. Maybe you want to give your right wrist and hand a little bit of a shake. Curling the fingers so that you can release the wrist for a moment. And just notice how this twisting action of your spine affects your breathing. When you're ready, put your left hand firmly to the ground. All the way up you come. Reach the right arm to the side. Show me that you have control over your movements. And then placing the right hand down. Take a moment to say to yourself, now the left leg stretches back. Level out the pelvis. And then pick up the leg without collapsing into the lumbar spine. Round your spine, knee to nose. Lengthen, extend long. Notice the change in the shape of your spine and the tilt of your pelvis. Notice how the rounding of the spine and the tucking of the pelvis engages the abdominals. Come back to the center, hold it, bringing that left knee in. Reaching the left hand to the side and coming into thread the needle. Remember to stop at any point that you feel is good for you. And then decide what you're doing with your right hand today. Maybe you just want to wiggle out the left fingertips. Do a little bit of a fist with the hand. Keep breathing. And then press firmly into the right hand. Come all the way up. I'm going to ask you to balance here, demonstrate control, and then putting the left hand down. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. You're going to slide the right leg back like we did a second ago. Give yourself padding underneath that left knee if you need it. And then pick up the leg. But now, you're going to bend your knee underneath you. And in the past, what we've done is we've rounded the spine, and now you're going to keep it neutral. So bringing your knees forward without tucking the pelvis, and then stretching it back again without arching the pelvis or the lumbar spine. So now can you feel the difference here? This is not about the abdominals anymore because we're not flexing the spine. This is now the hip flexor, the iliopsoas muscle is going to start working. You still need to use your core. If you let go of your core, you wouldn't be able to stabilize your spine. Stretch the leg back and hold it, and then put that right knee down. Let's try the other side. Stretch the left leg back. Lift up the leg, hold for a moment, stabilize, and then pull that knee underneath you, but there's no movement taking place through the spine. Keep lengthening through the crown and keep reaching through the tail. And see if you can start to find some work, some connection into the hip flexor on the left leg. That's your iliopsoas. Let's take just two more. Keep that lovely control. It might not be as big a movement, it doesn't matter. This is about precision. Stretch back, hold it, bringing the knee in, take your knees wide, big toes together, just sit back as far as you can, bring your head down, give yourself some support if you need, and then just settle here. You can bend your elbows if you like, take all the weight off your arms and off your wrists, and breathe in. Taking this little rest to tune into your body. Notice the shift that is taking place. Taking one last breath in and out. And then walk your hands towards your knees. You can move your knees and your feet over towards your right. So you're going to sit on your left hip. Hold on to your right ankle with your right hand. So you're sitting like a mermaid. And then just pull yourself up and over into a little bit of a side release. And come back up. Stay seated like this. Put your left hand on the floor just behind you. Your right hand goes to your left knee. Sit up nice and tall. And then help yourself come into an open twist. Looking over the left shoulder. And it doesn't have to be a big twist. So if you're feeling any tightening or tension around the neck or the back, then maybe ease up a little bit. Take a breath in. And exhale, release. And now simply bring that right foot in front. So you're going to sit cross-legged. You can pull the flesh of your bum out the back. And bringing your hands in front of you, you can either just stay here if you're already getting a stretch, or you continue walking forward Just make sure that your hands are supporting you wherever they are. You're not just leaving yourself hanging in the air. Getting a little bit of a release around the right hip. Take a breath in and out. And then walking hands all the way back up. And now you're going to take your left leg out to the side. So now you're going to have your feet and your knees over to the left. You're sitting on your right hip. Hold on to the left ankle and then do a little bit of a stretch to the side. Take a breath. Coming up, placing the right fingertips to the ground, left hand onto the knee, and then lifting nice and tall as you come into an open twist. And again, no forcing. Take a breath and release, bringing the left leg in front. So now you're going to sit cross-legged with the other leg in front. Get your hips and knees comfy, and then walking yourself all the way forward. Take a nice deep breath in, and slowly coming all the way up. Help yourself so that you can bring your knees up together, and then come and sit at the front edge of your mat. Mine's moved a little bit. So knees are slightly separated, arms are out in front. We're going to do one roll down all the way onto our backs. Curling the tailbone under. Placing yourself all the way to the ground. Let your hands come up towards the sky, and then you can either bring your feet close to your pelvis or wheel your pelvis close to your feet. It doesn't matter which. So we're going to scissor the arms so that the right arm goes overhead. Stay here. And then scissor the arm so that the left arm goes overhead. Stay here. And then draw a circle out to the side with each arm so that you windmill all the way around and hold it there. Now scissor the arm so the left arm is over. Scissor again. Right arm is overhead. Stay here. And then windmill the arms around so you have switched to the other side. And we go scissor for 2. Scissor for 1. And windmill all the way around. Scissor for 2. Scissor for 1. Windmill all the way around. Keep going at your own pace. And just using this as a gentle warm up for the shoulder girdle. Making sure that you're able to keep your arms off the ground the whole time, that there's no dropping into the floor. Last time. Finish with your windmill all the way around, and then bring both hands straight up towards the sky. Interlock the fingers, and your hands go underneath your head for support. Wiggle out your spine, create some space. And I want your head resting, your elbows floating. And I want you to just tilt your hips backwards and forwards a few times. So you're going into a posterior tuck of the pelvis. And just notice how your lower back imprints when you do that. And then I want you to tilt the pelvis and stay there. So you are in an imprint, you are not in a neutral pelvis, just for this particular set. You're going to nod your chin, breathe out as you curl the head and shoulders forward. You should feel that there's no space underneath your lower back. And then lower the ribs down and keep your pelvis tucked. And again, breathe out. Feel the flattening of the abdominals and releasing back. Let's keep going for just a few more. Feeling the upper abdominals working to lift you and lower you. Feeling a zipping action from the pubic bone towards your sternum so that your lower abs, maybe a little bit of bum cheeks are helping you there, but it's a wonderful stretch for the lower back. Last one, come back to center. Relax your pelvis back to neutral and push the elbows towards the ground. Just let your shoulders stretch. Maybe you even want to let your ribs pop up for a moment. And then settle yourself back. Your head is resting. Your elbows are floating. And now once again, just start tilting the pubic bone forwards and backwards so you can feel the imprint and then the release of the lumbar spine. And now, what I would like you to try, only if it feels okay for your back, is to hold a more neutral pelvis. You might even feel that there's a little hollow under the lower back, and see if you can keep your pelvis there. Breathe out as you come up into a chest lift. So you're more neutral now, and release down. And just observe on your own body how this registers for your lower back. Because for some of us, it's better with a tilted pelvis with an imprint. I personally feel fine here. I'm not feeling any strain around my back. But this is your opportunity to observe what works for you and your body. I'm here to give guidelines. Let's take two more. Feel the flattening of the abdominals. One more. Release down. Hold it. Press the elbows back. Lift the chest. Stretch the shoulders. And then bringing the arms all the way down. So have your hands settled beside you, palms down or palms up. And let's go into our pelvic curl. Tilting your hips, rolling up into a bridge position. So stay here for a moment, and I want you to really bring your mental focus to the base of your pelvis. It's very tempting to let the lower back take over. So make your adjustment so that the work is in the gluteals, and then ripple down through the spine, and release. And we're going to do that again. Breathing out, tilting hips. Come back up into that same position where the gluteals were helping you. Take a breath and ripple down through the spine. And release. And we're going to do one more time. Tilting your hips, rolling up. I want you to stay here, hover your arms and check that you have balance. Bring your hands up, turn the palms to face each other, and let's scissor the arms. As you move your arms, are you able to root into the feet? Feel the heels grounding, the gluteals working. Two more, one more. Bring both hands up, take a breath in, and ripple down through the spine, and release. Bringing the right arm overhead, bringing the left arm over the body so you can roll onto your right side. Just make a little pillow with the right arm and both knees are bent. Place your hand into the shelf of your hip. Taking the top leg only as you stretch it out nice and long. Flexing the foot. Take a moment to, in your mind's eye, to make sure that you have a long straight line of the body. And let's start to lift and lower the leg. And down. That's it. As you lift your leg up, make sure that you're not dropping into the waist. You want to keep the underneath oblique engaged. That's going to help you stabilize your lumbar spine and force the work from the hip joint so that you really wake up gluteus medius, the side bum. 2 more. 1 more. Lift up and hold it. Point your toes now, and let's draw 5 little circles in the air. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change directions, and we go 5, 4, 3. Keep stability. 2, 1, and hold. Bend the knee. Bring your knees up a little bit higher as you cradle the back of your neck. Top arm reaches forward, and let's do 1 thoracic rotation. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, open the arm, open the chest, relax back into it. Stay there just for a moment. Take a breath in. And then exhale, bringing your arm, your shoulders, your ribs, your legs all the way back. Start lifting the left arm up, stretching the right arm out underneath your head, and then start rolling yourself all the way back and returning to lying on your back, knees bent, arms reaching up, and we scissor the arms. Two more. And hold it there. Your left arm is overhead. Bring the right arm across your body so you can roll onto your side. Make any adjustments you need to your position. Cradle your head. Right hand goes onto the shelf of your hip, and you extend that right leg out nice and long. Flex the foot. Stay for a moment. And in your mind's eye, checking that you have that long straight line of the body, and we start to move the leg up and down. As you lift the leg up, remember that underneath oblique is connecting, stabilizing the spine. So even though we're lying on our sides, we're thinking about keeping our pelvis and our spine as neutral as possible. Focus on that gluteus medius of your right leg. Last 3. Last 2. One more time. Bringing your leg halfway down, point the toe, 5 little circles. Keeping the control around your torso, moving just from the hip joints. And we change directions and circle the other way for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bend the knee in. Bring your knees up a little bit higher. Cradle the back of your neck. Right hand comes up and back. Open up through the chest. Reaching back through the fingertips. Remember, you're allowed to let your hips and knees slide so that your lower back feels good. Take a breath in. And exhale, bringing the arm all the way back to the front. And now, bringing that right hand up, stretching the left arm out so that you can roll yourself onto your back again and holding it here. Hug both knees in towards your chest. You can move out your spine if you need. Slip your hands behind your thighs. We're going to come up into a little bit of a rolling exercise. So tucking your chin in so you're in a tight little ball shape. And let's use our legs. Create some momentum. That's it. And then if you can eliminate the kicking action of the feet, you can try that next. One more. And up you come and balance. Now, little challenge today. Move your hands to the outsides of your legs, your ankles, but you can grab onto. And then lift your feet up a little bit and separate them so you've got some more space around your sacrum. Now, instead of having a rounded spine, how about we lengthen the spine, shoulders away from the ears. Now, maybe you're going to stay here, or maybe you're going to stretch your legs. And bend them. And again, stretch. Nice. And bend. How about two more? Lengthen. One more. And bring the legs together and place your feet down. Nicely done. So that's preparation. You can relax your spine over for something called the open leg rocker. Nice, easy breath in and out. And then exhale, unravel your spine and coming all the way up. Just move back on your mat a little bit. And I want you to take your legs out to the side into a little bit of a straddle split. Now, guys, if you're not very flexible, you do not have to do the side splits here. Take it where you can, bend your knees if you need to, and sit on a cushion if you need to. Start with your hands behind your back. Curl your toes towards your nose and make sure that you've got your knees and your toes pointing up towards the sky. And if this is somewhat comfortable for you, maybe you want to put your hands in the front, but if you feel that you drop back, then put your hands behind you again. You can stay there, you can feel a bit of a stretch. And then for those of you that are super flexible, maybe you want to walk your hands forward, maybe you want to put your elbows down, maybe you want to put your face on the ground. That's not me. Keep breathing. Feeling a little bit of a stretch into those inner thighs and into the hamstrings muscles. Take a nice, easy breath in and out. And then walking slowly back up. Put your hands underneath your knees and help yourself as you bring the legs all the way together. Sweep your feet around and come onto your stomachs. So we're going to do a little bit of a progression of our back extension here. So have your legs slightly separated. And today you're going to, I'm relying on my straps there. So you're going to open your arms like a Boeing 747. If you look at your hands, you want to make sure that they're in line with the shoulders. Don't bring them up in line with your ears. Keep them relatively low down. Hover the tip of your nose. And then just see if you can roll the tops of the shoulders backwards in the socket. So you've got external rotation, and you'll probably feel a connection into those big back muscles called the latissimus dorsi. See if you can keep your legs on the floor. Engage your bum cheeks, and now just see if you can lift your wings. Just lift your wings and lower them down. And again, lift your wings and lower them down. So you're probably going to start feeling the backs of the shoulders engaging. If you're really tight on the front of your shoulders and chest, you might even feel a stretch in the front of the shoulders, and that's fine. Now, hover your arms just up. They don't have to be to a big lift. Now start lifting your chest and your body into a little baby cobra, and your wings are just going to come with you. Hold it there. Anchor your legs, anchor your pelvis. And then bring your chest down, but don't drop your wings yet. And then lower your hands. Here we go again. Do a little lift of the arms. And then start coming up into your cobra. Energy through the fingertips. Send your heart away from the heels of your feet. And then lower your chest. Don't drop your wings. Guys, if this is hurting your shoulders, then you just bend the elbows. No big deal. And we go again. Hover your wings. Lifting up. Baby cobra. Energy through the fingertips. Widen across the back and the chest. And lower the chest. And lower the arms. This is your last one. Hover your arms. Coming up into a baby cobra. And lower the chest. And lower the wings. Nicely done. Placing your hands just underneath your shoulders. Make your way up onto all fours. And then get your wrists in a happy place, nice long spine. And let's tuck into a lovely cat stretch. Oh, that feels so good after that back extension. Maybe move your hips back a little bit. You can stay there. Maybe you want to do a little bit of a bouncing action. And come forward. Lengthen the spine. Tucking the toes under. And then lift your hips coming into an inverted V. We're going to be coming into an upright position. So if your body doesn't like this position for any reason, then you're welcome to come into a standing position right away. Pedal the heels down. Push both heels towards the ground. And then bend your knees slightly and start walking your toes forward halfway. You might be on your toes still, which is fine. Start walking your fingertips back towards your feet. And then just relax there for a moment. Straighten one leg and bend the other. Getting both feet firmly connected to the ground. And then say to yourself, give your head a little shake. Nod your head. Take a breath in. And then breathe out as you come all the way upright, using abdominals. Rooting into your feet, feeling the back line of your body engaging. And once again, just rolling the shoulders back and around. And then double check that your feet are in line. Maybe do a few little twists of the spine. Relaxing your neck. Center yourself. Spreading your toes out. Allowing your eyes to close. Allowing your gaze to soften. Just closing the class with a few moments of connecting into your body and observing yourself. Notice the energy running through the soles of your feet. Notice the energy moving up through the crown of your head. Softening around your eyebrows, your jaw, your lips, and your tongue. Taking a deep breath in. Open your mouth and breathe out. Blinking your eyes open. And taking just one deep breath in, reaching the arms all the way up. And exhale, open the arms, lovely bubble around yourself, and then roll the shoulders back and around. Fantastic! Are you good? Namaste!
Thank you, Ren.
How did that feel?
All right.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
Tuck
And
up
one
those
leg
squats.
stuck is